what's ringing, guys? It's Carl doing here. Today we're going to do some litter picking. I used to do litter picking all the time when I was younger. It used to be one of my most favourite things to do, and I eventually, when I used to get bullied and assaulted at those schools in Walney I attended when I was at school age, I originally called Samaritans, but they then told me called Childline, and they put something stupid in, which ruined my entire life. They stopped me doing litter picking and made me try it with my dad. That doing it got me a bit annoyed, so I did it on my own. Then a police officer came up and said, "Are you Kyle?" As soon as I say yes, he would-be tackles me and smashes my litter picker, and I haven't done it in ages, so I thought to try get back into my olden days where I go ahead and get myself doing some lovely things for the community. Why not go ahead and do some again? So first I'll take some, we'll be putting some of these bags in my pockets. Yeah, anyone who doesn't know, I bring, even though it really shouldn't be my, and I get told this by many different people who I speak to, and they see me doing it, it shouldn't be my job to go around picking up other people's dogs too, but I decide, since I do enjoy doing it because I feel good for helping out the community, whenever we stop dog poo anywhere, I usually get a bag and then pick up and then put in the bucket, and then I dispose of it when we get the right things to do so. So we'll just quickly see where I position some of my stuff, and then we'll get started. Yeah, what we do is go around and we look for stuff like this piece of cardboard here, and we go like this and pick it up. Then you put it in the bucket, and then whenever you see stuff that's classed as litter, you pick it up and then put it in the bucket. Some people use bin bags instead, but usually, to save all the time doing it, where you have to go find a bin to dispose of it in, and you can only do a certain amount of time, I decide usually to bring a bucket with me, and then we pick it up and put it in the bucket, and then we find the correct bin to dispose of it in, then we go ahead and get ourselves ready to go to the next bit, and then if it needs emptying, we empty it in the correct bin, and then we go ahead and do what we need to do. Cause to be honest, guys, even though there's some people taking litter picking up at Barrow nowadays, we've got ourselves finding Barrow looking really messy, and since I don't like seeing it like that, and I want to make Barrow nicer for everyone to enjoy, I decide to go around doing it. I used to do this about each day. And I even used to do it with a youth club I used to attend called Youthability. And we usually went ahead and went outdoors and did stuff, because if everybody thinks of it, seeing dog poo and litter all around, it doesn't make the place look very nice or pleasable for anyone. Some bits, if they're wet like this blue cloth, they can sometimes be hard to pick up, but everybody, do not worry, just keep trying your hardest. If you don't try, you'll never succeed. So usually what you need to do is do your very hardest to make the place look cleaner and better for everyone to enjoy. as you see right there. And now we'll go ahead and get these here, because you see guys, if you look at how it looks, and now how much better does that look? And not too good because of all these bushes and stuff growing that doesn't need to grow, because Barrow never used to have bushes like this. They only just started growing recent years, but as long as you clean up litter and stuff and you make the place look nicer for everyone, then you're doing a good job and you should be proud of yourselves. Cause I'm sure I'm proud of myself when I go around doing this. And I haven't done it for ages. I would have someone with me to hold the camera so we get better views, but it doesn't matter. As long as you know what to do, you do things correctly. All I'm hoping, guys, is that we don't get any BAE systems police randomly harassing us just because we have a camera when we go near that area of Barrow, because sometimes with that area of Barrow, if a BAE police or security are driving around, they usually tend to cause quite a bit of nuisance and harassment. No, we don't pick up leaves. Anyone who wants to do it like me, all you need is a litter picker that you can do well with. You need a bucket and you need dog poo bags. People don't have to do the dog foul thing if they don't want to. But for me, to be honest guys, even though it's not really my place to be picking it up, I enjoy doing it because I'm actually helping out the environment and the people of Barrow, and it's fun to do because all you need to do is make your place look better for everyone to enjoy. I don't know how the litter goes around the places anyone who's watching are. I don't know how the litter is in your places, but I usually tends to be quite bad around Barrow. If you see what I mean, we've got a Coca-Cola bottle right here. Well, sometimes if they have liquid in them still, they can be hard to pick up. I used to have a bigger litter picker than this, that I got given by Les McLeese from Youthability. But as everyone knows now, like I told you, with that whole social services stopped me doing it on my own thing, and then start doing a calls to police to find me, and as soon as they find me, they would be tackling me and smash my litter picker. That was the litter picker that I got given by Les. So unfortunately we don't have much to do right now. My hat. I don't know about hats, to be honest, guys. But it doesn't matter. All we have to do is make the place look nicer for everyone. I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while, but never really had the chance. But now that it's nicer weather, I feel like now's the right time, and I don't really like to be at the place I live, to be honest, because we have this rude guy who constantly yells for no reason, and he always yells at me just because I one time when I was doing a course asked him if him and a staff member who were yelling outside my window could keep it down. Then he yells really aggressively at me for asking them if they could be a bit quieter. And then, ever since then, whenever he sees me or hears my voice, he always yells shut up in a really rude tone. He shouts the F word at you if you go to retort him, and he constantly calls your names for no reason. So anyone who's watching, just take my advice. If you go through the same thing I do, just report it to everyone you need to, even if nothing gets done immediately. Eventually something will get done about it. I don't understand why people think littering is a good idea, because to be honest, it makes the place look quite dirty and not enjoyable for anyone. What we'll be doing is we'll go around that way and then over there near Barrow Island, and then after we've done that bit, we'll go ahead and do near the St. James bit, and then afterwards, guys, we'll go ahead and head back home. Looks like old toy wrappers here. Everyone in my family was proud of me doing it until those stupid team one night that I mentioned that made my life a nightmare got involved. But I'm saying, since more people are starting to take litter picking up, I think if I start doing it again, eventually people will learn to stop littering around Barrow. Because if everybody who's watching the video, leave your answer in the comments. But do you hate litter where you live? All we see is constant litter around Barrow. Yeah, guys, it's not right littering around places. Whoops. All you have to do is walk to the nearest bin and then dispose the litter. It's not that hard. But for people in Barrow and Furness, apparently it's really hard. No idea why. Melody pops, they used to be called whistle tops when I was younger. More stuff around here. Now we just need to get that bit, and then we move on to the town hall area. Usually the parts around Barrow Town Hall are more better than around these areas. We just need to cross over now. But everyone, make sure everyone stops when you're crossing, because you just need to make sure safety always comes first. No matter what you're doing, even if it's something good for their community and everyone, like litter ticket here, you always need to make sure you put safety first with whatever you're doing. Yeah, as people see, there's quite a bit little around Barrow. One thing I'm more happy about is we haven't seen any BAE officers that are gonna harass us for having a camera. Usually everybody, you get them driving past you if you have a camera, then they turn around and come and harass you just because you have a camera. But right now, so we have more room, because most places around this area where we're going to is filled to the brim with litter. And now that we've emptied the bucket, we can start going at it again. Some bits like plastic like that can be hard to catch because of wind, but if you can be a bit quicker than I'm being if you have no camera in your hands. But when you're doing videos like I am, that's just a leaf. Things that people leave stuff up on these as well. Let's see. It does have some liquid in it, but what you do now then, so you don't get it anywhere, empty the liquid out of the can first and then you put it in, cause when you have things like that going on, it can make your bucket feel heavier than it actually is. Oh, looks like someone's, there's another one. Any liquid in it? Yeah, there is. So, like I've said to everyone, pour the liquid out and then dispose of the can. Yeah, just put your foot on it, stop it blowing, and then go like this and smash it in there so it doesn't blow out. Those are good ways to be a good litter picker like I was. A carabiner hook. Never knew people were throwing out carabiner hooks in the middle of streets. Yeah, everybody who's watching, let me know, do you like the look of litter picking, and would you ever think of taking up litter picking yourselves? We'll see what the time is now on Town Hall in a quick sec. Since we're just about to approach Barrow Town Hall. Yeah. Anyone who's watching and who wonders, if you see things like that and think it's not, that's just moss that grows. You get a lot of moss around here in Barrow. Looks like Kinder bars. Stella Artois. Or Artois as I used to call it. I never knew that TOIS represented a tribe bit in it. So I used to call it Stella Artois when I was younger. So almost 12 o'clock. Since it's almost 12 o'clock, we'll take a break from the litter pick route for now, and then we'll listen to the clock chimes. So I'll turn the camera off quickly and then dispose of it, because it's going to be hard without any entry, and I'll see you in a quick sec. Alright everybody, we're back. Wasn't able to get all the rubbish shit in because it's a one of those flippy lids, and they can be hard to get everything in at times. But if you're ready, while we're at this area and it's gonna chime, we'll see. Now, Westminster's worked again for a bit, but then they stopped working a week or two ago. They stopped working around the 6th. So if everyone's ready, we'll wait 5 minutes to hear Barrow Town Hall clock. even when filming clock chimes, you can still get BAE police harassing. Yeah, no joke, guys. Grandad Paul, who I won the quarter for the memorial, I went to see him for the last time on the 6th, and he died later on that day. But I was waiting over there. The buses were being really slow, so I stood right here and filmed as usual. The AE police drove over there. Then when it was driving back over this way, they randomly stopped me for no reason, and then constantly ruined my day and almost made me miss the bus. So anyone who films around Barrow, be aware that that can happen. So we should just be about 4 minutes or so now. I don't know if the Westminsters will chime or not, or it's just going to be the hour bell at the moment. Because it could just be the hour bell. Everyone who's watching, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video will be Mark from Stafford House doing the surströmming challenge. It was supposed to be yesterday, but he was having some problems and taking some tablets, so we didn't do it yesterday like we were supposed to. So it's either going to be tomorrow, which is when it's supposed to happen, or Tuesday it's going to happen. But I do hope he's ready. Anyone who doesn't know what surströmming is, it's supposed to be the world's smelliest fish. And people compare the smell to sewage, the smelly nappies, smelly cheese, vinegar, seafood and bodies all wrapped into one smell. I don't know how bad for sure it actually is, because I've never myself attempted it or had anything to do with surströmming apart from being a viewer of the videos that people make. And just a bit of a warning to everyone, there might be some throwing up and barking scenes in tomorrow's video. It depends if the smell's really as bad as people say it is. I can't say for sure there'll be any throwing up going on, but there could be. Alright, we're about to get the hour bell now. And there we go. Now, just turn the liticle around so it's the right way, and we'll carry on. with the litter pick. Oh yeah, there's a few bits here. We'll try get them before we cross the road. But everybody watching, just so all of yous know, this could be the part where we have a bit of trouble with the AE police, because they usually drive around this area of Barrow around this time. And if they see anyone with a camera, they always go up and arrest them. But if we do get them coming up and bothering us, I'll have the full thing on record. Because all we're doing is trying to make the place tidier for everyone. Hard to get it finally. Yeah, we would do down that area of Barrow, but we're just going to do this part, that part, and then walk back round and then do near the St James way home. That's all we're going to do for today. We've coming up on quite a bit of litter at the moment. There we go, picking. If I can get this flaming bucket thing, I'm gonna have to get a new bucket. The metal bar thing keeps getting stuck at times, so I'm probably gonna try buy myself a new bucket before the next video of litter picking. That's all wrapped around there, so unfortunately we can't pick up that part. Sometimes when things are wrapped around something too much, it gets impossible to get them. I have something that I can use to cut the bits off that are stuck, but unfortunately I left it at home. As you see guys, with litter and stuff around these areas, people are careless about Barrow. So now we'll go ahead and finally emptied a full bucket. And now that the full bucket's emptied, we have a lot more room in the bucket to carry on. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a new bucket. We might actually go and get one now, if Dad Wingo allows us. And if B&Q's open, I've forgotten, I think they're shut on Sundays, but if there's any shop open that you can get buckets from, we'll probably go get ourselves a bucket, since I'm getting sick of bad shops because I have to keep pulling this. Yeah, we're not gonna dispose of that because it's quite big, but that's off an old fire assembly point sign. Here we go now, going across Magston's Bridge. Looks like some more litter right here. Some more. If I will just quickly kick what's inside so it stops slapping about. Oh no. Getting a bit windy around this area. It's probably going to end up flying out. I might actually get a bucket with a lid so it prevents things from flying out. As you see, guys, we're on Barrow Island. No one cares about the cleanliness or anything of Barrow. The things that are too wet usually stick to the ground. Right here we've got more stuff. Looks like some more McDonald's receipts. There's loads of McDonald's receipts around here. Looks like some more little around here. Don't see any yet at this current minute. Right here, got some more McDonald's cup lids. And a smashed up Coca-Cola can. Here's some more rubbish around here. Looks like plastic cups and plastic bags. Looks like apart from on the road and over there, which we can't access because of the A8 route, we've got quite a bit of cleanliness apart from this here. I might even get myself a new litter picker soon, since this one's tends to not really be as good for doing it. Right, here we've got some more stuff. Jeez, it's hard to get this flaming bucket out of that. Oh gosh, shit. Now let's see, old Peter. Can't even get this. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get a new litter picker like one of the ones I got given off Les that one time, because that one was a gem and it wasn't really hard to pick up things. With this one it tends to be quite hard. Well, sometimes before you can grab them, they just randomly fly away. So we've got more rubbish here. There you go, got some more in. Yeah, we've done well today, wouldn't everyone say? I'd say we've done really well today. Now it stopped. I thought I heard a fire alarm in the distance then. Yep, another chance to empty the bucket. Whoops, need to make sure that script bar doesn't get away. Oh gosh, that messed now escaped. Never mind then, we'll get it back in some of the future videos. I'm really ready to get this video up later on. Even with sweat and stuff, it gets really warm when the weather's like it is today. Wonder what Dad the Winger's up to, or if he's even awake yet. Sometimes if you don't call him, Dad the Winger won't wake up until around 1 PM or so. Oh, I've got a call. Let me see who it is. Private number. What's ringing, guys? We're back. Just had a call off my landlord, Salvo. He hasn't appeared in a video, but I'm not going to say his last name because that will class as invasion of privacy. But with everything, he was calling me to ask me about what happened yesterday with that guy from flat 1. Now we can carry on the little tick since I don't have any more incoming calls. Oh, looks like right here some debris that someone has picked up, but they haven't bothered to take the bag with them. You get that as well at times in Barrow. People pick it up, but then they just decide to be lazy, and then they don't even bother taking it with them, and then people stand in the bags, and it's like basically stepping in debris, but not actually physically stepping in it, but some still does get on, yeah. Right here we've got an old deer plug. Don't see any more litter at the moment. But if I was the only one doing it and we didn't have that new group that does it at times, then we'd have litter flying all over Barrow. Yeah, everyone who's watching, I'd say if you're looking for something to do in your spare time and you don't want to be bored, take up litter picking like this because it's fun and it gets you out of the house. Looks like more litter to pick up. The hand, I wish I had one where the handle just stayed up when you want it to. It gets quite frustrating. I'd say we've been lucky right now. With how long it's taken us to pick up the litter, I thought we'd immediately have a BAE lease thing happening, because it seems like whenever I film in this area or the Michelson's Bridge area in Barrow, they seem to come up to me and waste hours of my time. And looks like we've got another can that one's left. We just need to try get it in a good grip. Who on earth is that yelling at me? So I heard someone yelling my name then. Can't manage to pick it up with the lip picker, so sometimes you'll have to use hands. But make sure you know it's safe to before you do. You never know what could happen with little products. Looks like another W bag that no one's even bothered picking up. Gee, this area gets more cleaner than I thought it would be. Apart from that orange teal white there. Turns out more rubbish right here. Yeah. Sometimes I get donations for doing this. I don't want do it for business or company, but some people just give me some donations to say thank you for doing it. Looks like an old lanyard. Yeah, it looks like right here we've got an old toilet roll thing from B&M's. Looks like more dodgy dags that no one's ticked up. Yeah, anyone who's watching, tell me, what do you think of litter picking? It might not be quite good shots for the video today, but it's our first one, but it will get better soon. But everyone tell me, do you think litter picking looks fun? Some people might not think it looks fun, but once they've tried it, they enjoy it. That seems to be how it works in Barrow. And one thing that's even more greater, you get appreciated for the kind things you're doing for the community. Looks like an old McAfee cup. Nice weather today. Anyone who's in Barrow in Furness, when the weather's like it is today, enjoy it while it lasts. We don't get much weather like this in Barrow. Right here we've got some more rubbish. And everyone, even though I'm not too keen on BAE, believe it or not, I don't work for the company or have anything to do with it, but I actually own a BAE hard hat since I found it on the floor outside. I tried to return it, then they're like, we don't accept lost property even if it's ours. So I decided to keep it. So in case we get dangerous things, like in unringable battlefields, we go ahead and do some stuff. Luckily nothing's done so we can cross. Like I thought, there'd be quite a lot of rubbish around this area of Barrow. I'm just glad, guys. I'm not lying to anyone right now. I honestly thought right there, since we had a camera and we were walking past and there were BAE officers and everyone about, I thought we were actually going to get the harassment that I've been talking about. Right now we'll see where else there's rubbish while we look for a bin to dispose of the rubbish in. all you see is usually rubbish everywhere. But when you have people tidying up like we are today, guys, this isn't just the work of me. When it's Kyle the Winger in my channel involved, it's the work of everyone that makes things possible. I feel quite warm. After we get the St. James part of the video done, we'll be heading off home. No joke, guys, it's actually boiling in Barrow. We'll be getting the streaming video tomorrow, so everyone, like I mentioned, near the town hall, make sure everyone's ready to see that. I honestly feel quite wrecked at the moment. Right here we've got more rubbish to pick up. Please, and get this here. Don't see any more things here. Yeah. As everyone sees, seeing people doing things like this, like that kind of lad there did, where he said well done to me for doing what I'm doing. That's how people should be treated by doing things like this, not like how BAE treat them where they question them for no reason whatsoever. Looks like more rubbish here. Yep, more rubbish right here. Old disused air fresheners. This bucket is getting old. We need to really get a new bucket before the next video. Maybe we should put it on our bucket list. Get a joke, guys. Really need to find a bin to dispose of all this at. Yep, right there. As everyone sees, this tart is quite prone to rubbish stain at it. Like right here. Let's see.
What a grand job you're doing, lad.
Yeah.
Yeah? There's not many people would do that, I tell you.
Yeah.
What are you up
to? Like you see, I'm doing a video of picking up litter around Barrow.
Oh, good lad, good lad. How's the gardening going?
Going well.
Doing a garden, I believe.
Where at?
Sorry?
Where at?
I don't know, somewhere where you live, isn't it?
Oh, you mean Stafford House?
I can't remember, mate, I can't remember. It's a while since I talked to you.
I don't know exactly what you're on about.
Oh, right, I thought you were doing a garden somewhere.
Oh, it's probably up at the place I live, but it's been delayed.
Yeah. Oh, is it? How much have you collected then?
I've had to empty this bucket about 5 times.
Oh, you star man. Yeah.
Yeah, all you do is...
You're just videoing yourself picking rubbish up your car?
Yeah, but I usually, if it's clock hours, I usually point it up at the clock and then get on with what I'm doing. But when it's this, I usually just point it at the ground and when we find rubbish and then show how to pick it up.
That's alright, you crack on there, pal.
Yeah, yeah, usually I get loads of stuff.
Yeah. You deserve a medal for that, pal.
Yeah, I usually like to do it in my spare time.
Yeah.
Even because of how untidy Barrow gets.
Right.
Even bring these around, and if I see dog poo no one picks up, I use these to pick it up since no one picks it up.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, usually I just like to see Barrow tidy.
Right, okay, mate. Yeah, no, good lad. So, where have you been picking up at? Where have you got it from?
From McDonald's Hollywood Park, then I walked all the way around there, and I'm just about to walk up near St James and head home after this.
Alright, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to end my shift in a minute.
Alright, you're doing a cracking job anyway, mate.
Yeah, it's not really a shift, I just do it in my spare time.
Okay, yeah. So, are you going to put it up on your website or something? Or?
It's on YouTube, it's called Kyle the Ringer.
Right, Kyle the Winger?
The Ringer, sorry, my R's and W's get mixed up because of vocabulary issues.
I know that feeling, mate.
It's supposed to stand for Church Bell Ringer.
Church bell ringer?
Yeah, that's what the ringer part is supposed to stand for.
Today then, buddy?
Yeah, but as soon as I get back, I'm going to be editing it and then putting out the finished footage.
Alright, it's lovely to speak to you guys. I don't know whether you remember speaking to me before.
I do, because I've had loads of times where I've been videoing and then BAE police just stop you and then waste hours of your time at times.
Right, okay, I don't want to waste your time, mate.
Don't worry, it's not. When it's nice...
The intention is to put the video on just to the website, yeah? Today?
Yeah, that's all I do. Usually I just put it up on my channel and then people watch it, and then I get paid depending on how many people watch the video.
All right, Kyle, yeah, no problem. Have you done anything inside? Have you taken inside?
What do you mean inside?
Have you tried to get through the wire? Like, not get
What
through the
wire?
With your camera?
No, usually.
I know you do.
Those were two nice officers on BAE then. At least they're not like the other ones who constantly waste hours of time. So now to go get the rest of the litter ticked up, but I can see then I'm gonna try to see if in B&M's or somewhere I can get a new bucket before we carry on, cause this one's starting to get old and is about to break. Don't see much litter now, but I know there's a bin over there, so we'll go empty the bucket now, and I'll get back to you once I've spoke to Dad Domingo about a new bucket. Alright guys, couldn't get a new bucket or litter picker unfortunately, because apparently they don't sell them at B&Q. So we'll have to keep work with this one, and we'll check at the range once we pass it and when we get to St. James. So once we've made it up to the range, we'll check. Yeah then guys, tell me in the comments below, would you ever try lip picking? If you wouldn't, what is the reason? Yeah, around this time it gets a bit busier around Barrow. Surprised you haven't found any dog fouling yet. Usually there's loads lying around Barrow. I bet you on the way home we'll get some. There's usually loads near where I live. Everyone watching, are you excited for the strumming tomorrow? I can't wait to see how Matt does with it. I bet you he's gonna be not liking it. Here we are at the range now. Usually they sell things like buckets and litter pickers, so hopefully we can get some more better ones, and then I can have these in one hand and then the others in the other hand. Since these stuff here that we have, they're not really working that well. Yep, looks like it's remained somewhat tidy since we did it earlier on. But now I'm about to check what we can find in the range. I'm not going to film in there, so we're going to end the video clip and I'll cut back to yous. Whoops, forgot the lens cover was up, but we've checked in the range. Unfortunately we don't sell buckets or litter pickers that we need, so even though it's going to take me an even longer time to get home now, we're going to have to check Screwfix or Tool Station near Asda's and Furness College, unfortunately. But even though it might be a bit more expensive, guys, it'll be worth it. Since then, in the next video, it won't take us as long to tidy stuff. People think litter pickers with two prongs like that are quite better, but the one that's curved and just one and then it has a grip part, I find those ones easier to use. And in the future I might try get a new GoPro and head strap, and it'll make litter picking videos easier. Yep, we've got an old McAfee cup. Turns out more dog poo that's been picked up, but no one's decided to throw away. Here we go, we've crossed the road, which we need to do because we've got a few more things that we're going to clean up. Nope. Geez, whenever we think it's taboo, it's actually just mud or moss, to be honest, guys. There's a lot of things just wait a minute for this car to pass. Yeah, sometimes even though they should. People sometimes don't indicate, and then you don't know if they're turning or not, so sometimes it's easier to just let cars pass and then cross over after, even if they're not turning, just to be on the safe side. Because everybody who's watching, like I mentioned earlier on in the video, safety must always come first. Sheesh, look at that bag up there. That bin bag up there. I don't know why it's up there. Jeez. Well, this is something I didn't expect to find today. A nappy littered on outside the park. Alright guys, I'm gonna quickly cut the video clip just now and then we'll take care of all of these, then they'll get it. Well guys, that's good. Never expected this, but someone just donated a £5 for it. So you see guys, sometimes you can get money donated for doing it. Yeah, we've got 35 minutes of filming time left. But I honestly never expected to find a nappy lying around. What? See, what we see here is a dummy that can be cleaned up and then used for something else.
What about if I go and get some chocolate? I need to go and get your Easter eggs, quick!
Yep, we've got quite a bit here sorted. But yeah guys, well, I'm about to get off now and then we'll see you in a quick sec. What's ringing guys, we're back. We're back now. just needed to make a quick call to the place I live. Let's see if we can see anything over here. That shouldn't be... Yeah, there's quite a few bits, but we'll need a bigger lip picker for that. Whoops, accidentally thought the camera wasn't recording. But turns out it was. Yeah, we're gonna look here and see. Yeah, there's enough space here to get these stuff in, so I'll see you after I've emptied it. There we go. Emptied the bucket, as you see, apart from one bit that didn't manage to get in. Let me just get my hands free to get the good shot. So now we'll head off to tool station and Screwfix. That's where we're going to find our new litter picker and new bucket. There we go, cars pass. Now it's safe to cross since there's nothing coming. OMG, what on earth's even going on? Sometimes I just don't know what's going on. Right, now there's litter here. Finally managed to get it in. Well, it's getting a bit too loud over here, so we'll move on to the next stop. Then we'll get our stuff ready. Oh my god. Yeah, then guys, this is getting a bit too loud, so we'll have to leave these pieces and come back a bit later when it gets more quiet. Yeah, we'll have to cross the roads here though, and since it usually takes a while and I don't want it to interfere with our filming time, we'll wait till we get just up to the Pelican crossing, then I'll cut the clip and we'll get that once we've crossed the road. Okay, that was the most quickest I've ever crossed that Pelican crossing. It usually takes about 10 minutes. In the future, guys, I'm gonna bring myself a spare HCV 380 battery, so we have more filming time. But today's just the first video, so it might be a bit long because it's a special video. But everyone will soon see how good it gets once we upgrade the litter tickers and stuff. But as I mentioned to everyone else, the reason I have this rubbish litter ticker is because of something that this team did. I don't really want to mention the name, but they stopped me doing litter ticker on my own, made me try it with Dad doing it at one time, and then he did what they said and called police to find me. As soon as they saw me, they asked if I'm Kyle. As soon as I said yes, the words yes left my mouth. No questions asked, they just immediately would be tackling me and smash my litter ticker in front of me. And this litter ticker isn't good. Don't get me wrong, it can be good at times, but usually it's not that as good as some people would think. I'm just about to approach Tool Station and a few of the other things. If there's nothing from there, then I'll gonna stop the video will be stopped until we reach Argos and check Argos, since I'd like to make sure I've got enough filming time to get us home. Yeah, but guys, since it's right over there, I would, but because of how much stuff we're doing and stuff, I'm gonna put the video clip and I'll see us if we get the new litter ticker and stuff, and if not, then I'll see us at Argos. Alright everybody, turns out we haven't had to go all the way to Argos. Cause I got the new bucket from Grufix, and I got the litter picker from Tool Station. So I'm about to put everything down, and then we'll go ahead and open up the new litter picker. And then I had to do it, so I just put the camera down for a quick sec. And while we open it up, now I'll put the plastic from the packaging in the bucket. Try take the yellow tag thing off, but it turns out it's just leaving marks, so we'll do it later. But let's put my camera back on, put my new litter picker down a quick minute, grab the bucket and other litter picker in my other hand, and then just pull it, just check. Nice! Quite good, this. Cost me 20 quid, but we'll see if it was worth it. Let's see. Yeah, look at that, guys. Strong grip with just a soft pull. That 20 quid was definitely worth it. Now we'll just cross the road since there's no cars or anything coming, and then we'll head back home. We'll head back home to Stafford House now. Yeah, there's someone who I chat to on Discord, I forgot if his name's called, I like, or which one it was, but he kept trying to find my house and he was like, I found your house, but turns out it was places near Barrow Park Leisure Centre. Or should I just say Barrow Leisure, as everyone knows it as now. Whoa. Whoops. Accidentally dropped it. This is the problem with having your hands full. Don't want it cracking or breaking before we've even got it home. But what does everyone think then, eh? We spend ages looking for a lip picker and then we find one on a bigger and better bucket just as we're about to give up. Alright guys, you see, it's perfect and we don't have to constantly do it. I could just pick it up and then you get it up perfectly and it doesn't get caught on the plastic bulging out of the bucket like my other one. Now we'll go over and we'll get home. Once we've arrived home, I'll put the orange one and blue lip picker and in this storage place, and then if any staff member comes with me so they can do some lip picking too, I'll have them use it until I can get enough for another bucket and lip picker. So what does everyone think then, eh, of the new lip picker? I expected we'd have to upgrade by the next video, but no, turns out we've upgraded on the first. And we even have earned a £5 for our lip picking today. Because just near when we found that nappy earlier near the park at St James, some guy came up and said, I'm doing a great job, do I want a £5 to get myself something? And then he donated me a £5. So, turns out, as long as you do a good job and stuff, even though it's not a full-on job, like you're employed to do it, you can still get earnings from people donating. And then that money can go to better things like getting more equipment, which makes it easier. Like for example guys, once I get enough to, I might go ahead and then, a bit like some of those people who are actually employed have, like those trolleys with the bins, I might go ahead and buy some of them. And then once we've bought some, we can actually go ahead and start doing more stuff. Because it'll be easier to push it. Oh, I could get some different things. What does everybody think of a new litter ticker? Oh, looks like we've only got 17 minutes to get home. But we can possibly make it. I doubt it though, but when it's near where it's saying only 2 minutes left because of the battery, we'll go ahead and stop the video and end it for today's litter pick. Cause it's but I'm surprised you haven't had to use a dog poo bag yet. Alright guys, we're about to press the button and wait to cross. Then we'll go ahead and see. What does everyone think? Will we have to use a dog poo bag today? Or will that have to be used in the next video? Or which video will we have to use them in? But everybody, with how much litter and stuff we've collected today, it shows that hard work does pay off. Hard work definitely pays off, and it makes Barrow a nicer place for everyone. So anybody watching, in your area, if you have litter pickers or things like that, go ahead and try do some litter picking and help out your community and environment. But next week, or next time, should I say, we'll have both the new litter picker and bucket out. If someone comes with me, then I'll have them do the orange bucket, because I don't have any more buckets for anyone else apart from this orange one, which everybody knows isn't really that good. It's hard with a few other things to carry. Let me. And this bucket is amazing, and this new litter picker. Seriously, guys, I can't believe it. Yeah, even though it has cost me 20 quid, I'd say, and I don't know if everyone else who's watching feels the same, but I'd say that 20 quid was a 20 quid well spent. And I don't even have to hold the trigger in hard. And everyone knows, with the old litter picker and the other litter pickers I've had in the past, you've had to hold the trigger in hard to keep a good grip. But we haven't had to today, but with the new one. So we're outside Argos, where the video would have took place if I had to go somewhere else. But at least Tool Station had litter pickers and Screwfix had buckets. So turns out next time I have 20 quid spare, I'm going back to Tool Station to get another litter picker, so other staff and residents can join in if they want to, and we can show them how to care for the environment. Yeah, only 14 minutes to get home, but Stavros isn't that far from here. It's only about 5-10 minutes away if you walk at a fast pace like this. Yeah. Yeah. Since there's not much to pick up around this area, I'm going to cut the vid and I'll get back to yous when we're back on the footpaths. Alright everybody, we're back. We're about to carry on the walk home and take any litter up that we find out and about. If I might have to end the video early before I get home, just because of how the thing is. Alright guys, well, yeah, it's saying I've only got 9 minutes of filming time left today. What would everyone say was the strangest litter find today? I'd say, in my honest opinion, it was the Pampers nappy. Cause you don't really get people littering nappies around Barrow. But it was littered on the ground outside a children's park and next to Bristol Park and St James. Eight minutes left of filming time. We'll probably manage to make it back home. Oh look, it seems like people have been doing more of that picking up dog poo but not disposing of it thing. Yeah. We're about near to ending our shift today. I wouldn't say it's really a shift because I'm not employed to do it, guys. I just used to like doing it in my spare time and I still love doing litter picking. Because it's one of the more amazing things about life. You get to do things that are fun, but people might not know them as fun at first, but it's really fun to do and it's amazing. And you get people thanking you, and you sometimes get people giving you donations. The highest amount of money I've been given for litter picking in my lifetime was 20 quid alone. Which I'm quite surprised I got given that much, but it shows that if you look out and pick up every bit of litter, and even if it's dog poo, which we haven't picked up yet because we haven't found any, it means that you're a good person in your town and you do good stuff for the environment. So anyone who's watching, I'll eventually, once I get, oh, a lovely kitten. I love cats, me. Anyone who doesn't know her yet, if you haven't seen any of her videos, I have a cat named Fitz who lives with Dad the Winger. Fitz is a lovely cat. She's playful, loving and adorable. And Fitz usually spends most of her time laying on the sofa or at the window, and she spends a lot of her time attacking Dad the Winger No joke either, guys. Fitz mostly just spends her time attacking Dad the winger. Another dog poo pickup which someone's left. Well, there we go. Pick the bucket back up. And then on we go. Anyone who doesn't know though, sometimes it's better to wear gloves, but I don't have any on me because I haven't done lip picking in ages, but eventually we'll get some gloves and equipment to make sure we stay safe. Only 6 minutes of filming time left, so we need to hurry. Yeah, anyone who's new to lip picking as well, I can give you some tips in future videos. Just leave questions in the comments and then I'll answer them. Anyone who doesn't know, sometimes things like this can be a bit harder to pick up. Things that are really smashed like that can be harder to pick up. So guys, I'm gonna cut the video for now, but I'll see you near at Stafford House. Hi everybody, we're just about near home now, so I thought why not film the rest of the time we have. Yeah, it's saying 3 minutes left and it's showing a red icon on the battery, so we might not get to use the dog poo bags today, but at least we have them for when we do get to, because it's not nice seeing dog poo just laying around Barrow all the time. Yeah, we're probably not going to make it all the way back to Stafford House. So everybody, we'll probably have to end it when we're almost just about there. not going to be able to pick all this glass up today, but that's a job for another day. No. Oh no. We need to make sure nothing's gotten broken then. Oh no. And it's brand new as well. But yeah guys, it's getting hard to film and high stuff, so we're just going to end the video off here. So if you enjoyed seeing the first episode of our lip picking series, then please subscribe for future content, and until next time, ring out.